monopolize the conversation. I appreciate you need time to eat and stuff, but
No, no, I took a break because I didn't have a chance to eat. I was running around. I was trying to fix the camera. I was doing all these things because for the people that are watching on YouTube. But I'm good now. I'm all settled. And Kate will be speaking in Pine Bush. And for those who may not know Kate, she's from Norway, and she had experiences, but started at a very early age, and she has implants in the upper torso of her body.
Yes.
Yeah, she'll be presenting in Pine Bush. She'll be speaking about her experience.
We have found more implants, Bill.
Oh, you see?
More implants?
Now
Yeah.
we have found 3 or 4 more in the front too.
So, Kate, you're on with Jade, all good friends. Jade, Amanda. Let me just make a check because Heidi, of course, you know Heidi.
Yeah.
Larry, and myself. So, I don't know if Larry's familiar with your background or the others. So maybe you can. I mean, I know.
Larry knows my background.
I know.
you were on Patrice
I know her
Sheraton's
background.
show Friday, were you?
What?
Were you on Patrice Sheraton's show
Yes.
on Friday?
Yes, she was.
You and Peter, I think, a half hour
Yeah,
each.
that's right.
Yes, I got to hear that interview. It was a great interview. It was really fascinating to hear. So, I don't know if Chat heard it, but Bill.
Oh, of course. Well, I didn't re-air it on my YouTube channel.
No,
yet.
no, I'm just saying. Like, I know a few of us that were in chat. We got to hear a bit about it, but I think everyone would be really, really interested to hear some more.
Kate, are you watching what my live stream on YouTube? Because you're on my YouTube channel right now.
Am I? Okay,
Yes.
I don't know. I was just getting the call, so I just clicked yes.
I'm gonna send you the link right now to see, so you could see what we're all seeing. Let me just.
Okay.
I'm gonna send
Yeah,
it.
I'll do that. I've got it on it.
Okay, yeah, send her the link. Thank you, Heidi. So yeah, we're all looking forward to. I know, I've spoken to Kate numerous times in the past. I believe she was on with Jamie and I at one point.
Yeah, she was on YouTube with you at one time because I've talked to her.
That's right. She was on. She was on actually Starborn, and then she came on, I believe, after the Starborn show that she had done, and then she was on recently with Patrice Sheridan on this past Friday.
Yeah.
And I know she gets asked this a lot, but for those that are on my YouTube channel, just give them a little background about your first experience, when it started, what happened, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay. No, my first experience was when I was just 3 years old. My mother, she has just put me into the bedroom for the night and wanted me to sleep, of course. But she left the room and I was standing in the crib and watching out around in the room and watching out the windows, and yeah, I wasn't tired. And then suddenly there was this little gray being that was, coming straight through the wall. And no sound, nothing. And before I know it, it was standing in front of the bed. And it was a little bit taller than me, not much. And he was standing there looking at me, and I was looking at him, and I think I was trying to say something. But I very soon found out that I didn't need to say anything because we had a good communication between us mentally. So he was giving me the feeling that they were just coming there to check upon me to see if I was okay. And I have no idea for how long we were standing like this, and then he just disappeared the same way he was coming, through the wall, out. And in the next moment I saw this creature and one more in this craft in front of the window, and then they just take off. And this is on the second floor, so there was no car or anything like that.
Now, how did this affect you in your adolescent years? I know you mentioned on shows we spoke about you would sit on I believe, your roof, and also the connection to being drawn to doing artwork in relation to this.
Yeah, I was 10 years old when I was very often climbing out and sitting there and watching the stars and wishing to go home. I didn't know where home was, but I certainly knew that this place was not my home. And I have no idea how many times I have been doing that. But one night there was coming this craft over my head and dragged me up, put me in there. And the next thing I remember is that I was waking up in my own bed. Of course, I was wondering, how did I end up in bed? Because I knew that I was on the roof the day before. And yeah, never get an answer on that right away, but it was coming to me later. But normally at that age, you know, girls in 9, 10 years old love horses. They are talking about horses and drawing horses 24/7. And yeah, I was doing that. But after this day, I was
Sorry.
little gray beings with big black eyes and talking about other solar systems and yeah.
Now, Kate, was these recurring experiences? How often did they occur?
It can go many years between.
Interesting. Now, when do you remember actually being on the craft? And if so, do you remember anything that, like, any type of experiments they may have done on you?
After the last experience I had, I was into this hypnosis thing, and in that hypnosis, I remembered what happened also the first time when I was 10 years old, and that was more than enough for me. It wasn't scary, but it wasn't pleasant either. I'm just comparing it as like a dentist hour. They are doing stuff to you not to hurt me, but to help me. And yeah.
Which we also spoke about with the relation with Travis and yourself.
Yeah, I was just about to say a bit similar to Travis.
Yes, because it was to help her, you know, and help Travis, obviously, because he believes that they brought him aboard the craft to heal him from the injury sustained when they hit them with that energy beam.
They zapped him, yeah.
Yeah. Now, how do you think these implants were put into your body? Through your nasal cavity? And did they take any other type of samples from your body?
No, there's no marks on my body that are been removed. There's just normal. The skin looks normal everywhere, but yeah, the magnet is there, and there are no scars after they have been putting them in there. The implants, I mean.
Did you feel any pain, or were you in fear when they were doing this to you?
No.
Okay. Did you see any other type other than the grays while encountering them?
No, there were the tall grays and there were the small grays.
Now, do you think that the smaller grays are working or assisting the taller grays?
Yeah, they do.
Now,
because on that cabin, when I was going to this cabin, there was this tall one that was coming into my bedroom and sort of getting me out of the bedroom into the other room. But there was the three small ones that was working on me.
Wow, because that's what a lot of people believe, that they're more of the workers that serve the larger grays.
Yeah, but they're still consciousness too. They are not the robots, as a lot of people are saying.
Right, like a bio.
And I remember that when I was coming to a certain point under this hypnosis, that I could recognize that I was coming to this field that they was putting this kind of helmet on me. And they had this, how to say it, when the metal is having this kind of claws that is holding the helmet fast to your head. And there was this, how to explain it? It's like arms that was going into my ears, and in the front it was like forks that was going up to my nose. Wow. And at that point, I was remembering what happened when I was 10 years old. And then I said, please don't let me remember anything else, because that was enough for me. And from that moment, everything was gray. Wow. So the guy that was the hypnotist, he was working on me for 2 hours, and he could break it.
Wow. Do you have any type of telepathic communication with these grays now, or through maybe meditation or dreams?
I don't need to meditate. I never put myself in a meditate state.
So this happens when you're wide awake?
Yeah.
Do you think that they have some type of an agenda with you? Like they're trying to give you maybe snippets of information? Because there's a lot of people. There's one individual that Heidi's aware of. His name is Bill Brooks. All of a sudden, he had this download of all this information that he remembered all at once of what the extraterrestrials were doing to him in the past. It just came like whoosh right to him.
Yeah. Now I'm getting lots of downloads with astrophysics.
Wow.
Astrophysics
Nice.
and other stuff.
Now,
Yeah.
how difficult was for you to try to discern the information that you're getting access to translate it to, like, what is this? I mean, you're probably saying to yourself, what is all this that's coming to me? Or did you have some?
You know what? That is a little bit different, because if you are sitting down with a book, let's say you are sitting down with an astrophysics book, and you are trying to read it, and then you are trying to understand it. That is one way of learning. When they are giving this downloads, for me, I can just speak for me and no one else. I see the downloads as film, like a living film in front of me, like a 3D film that is going on in front of me.
Wow.
And they just need to show me this once. They never need to repeat it. And it never needs words or anything. You understand it.
Do you have a photographic memory, Kate? Can you remember everything that you're given access to?
Most of it, yes. But I'm trying to write it down
That's what I was
when
gonna
I
ask you.
can.
Wow.
Now, you also had an experience at age 30. What happened?
That was the one in the cabin I was telling you about.
Oh, okay. Did you suffer from any physical ailments after your experience?
Yeah, I have a very good hearing. A little too good. Just ask a friend Tino. He was the first time I was coming over to the UK, and I was going to stay in his place, and coming into it, I'm using his bedroom. And the first thing I'm always asking, is there a clock in here? And he said, oh, don't worry, it's not a tic-tac, it's the electrical clock.
Hi, Peter.
I said, that doesn't matter, turn it off. And the sound was still there. So I could hear the power in the wire from the clock into the wall. So they had to put the power off on the wall.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And
Hypersensitive.
there's a lot of people that are coming to my place, and they are asking, okay, why are you sitting here watching the movie without the sound on? Okay, the sound is on. I
Now,
get the sound.
I got a question for you. Have they ever tried to make themselves look like or implant a memory that they look like something else? Like
Good
the Greys,
question.
have they ever tried to make themselves look human?
Great question.
And do you remember any kind of clothes or anything they wore?
Nice question.
I can't say that I understand your question fully, but I haven't seen them as anything else as the little gray or tall grays, no.
Okay, I was talking about like in your memories or anything. All right, and have you ever seen them wear any kind of clothes or anything?
The tall one has this, how to say it, it was like a long dress kind of way.
Robe.
But it was transparent.
Wow.
Okay.
And the funny thing is that I remember when I was getting this picture drawn, and we were taking picture of it, and later on, just by occasion, I saw the negative of the picture.
Now,
And then all the black lines is getting white instead, you know, when it's the negative.
right.
So I was just saying, that's the way it was looked like. It was more like he was shining.
So would you said they were coming through the walls.
Yeah,
Right.
that was when I was 3 years old.
Okay, so do you think there's some kind of energy being then? And was there anything left, residue or anything on the walls?
Let me put it that way. Everything, even we are just energy. We are just different frequencies.
I understand that, and I can comprehend what you're saying there, but I'm referring to them.
They are the same with them as they are with us. We are all energy. So it's just a matter of controlling energy.
Okay.
Or
Now-
controlling frequencies.
You spoke.
All right. Thank you.
You spoke about having a higher your sense of hearing. Is there a lot of individuals they state that they have a raised sense of perception? Do you have any effects of that aspect, like maybe a raised awareness or psychic kind of ability?
Oh yeah. I'm trying my best every day to shut it down.
Mm.
Because if I'm into places where there are a lot of people and too much crowd of people, I need a place to have a retreat now and then. Because if not, I will feel like overload standing in my forehead.
Wow.
Wow.
I understand that.
Me too.
So do you think they were?
Because if I'm standing beside a person, I don't even need to look at that person. And if that person is changing their moods up and down or whatever they are doing,
You can feel it.
I can feel it.
Wow. Wow.
That's amazing.
How do you control that so it doesn't overwhelm you all the time?
I have to be very aware of myself in my own body to know that this emotion is not mine. This is the neighbor's.
I have
But it's a constant how to say it inner kind of work all the time.
Mm.
So it's very exhausting. So when having one person is one thing. I guess that all of you have experienced that if you are close to someone, you can actually feel their moods going up and down.
Mhm.
Or if there's some is going through some troubling time or good time or all kind of things. So one thing is to have one person around you that you feel, but imagine that you are going through a crowd and you can feel the whole of them.
Wow.
Insane.
Nice
That's
shooter.
exactly how do
Nice
you turn
shooter.
off then when you're picking up, everybody's emotions all the time.
Yeah.
And they're all different emotions and they're all,
Yeah, so I need to be very aware of myself, focused in myself most of the time, and yeah, trying to shut it off as most as possible.
I always found it helps if you look at your hand. Because where your hand is, you are. That always
Ooh.
worked for me.
Wow.
that's a good
that's a handy
centering
tip.
trick. Yeah.
Yeah. Tip of the day.
Now, I saw a video, Kate, when you were interviewed by Sid in Canada, from
Yeah,
Canada.
Goldberg.
Yes. Now, first, I want to ask you, when did you realize that you had these alien implants on your body? Because I watched that, and I
That's,
saw
that's how I got to know her and named her the Magnet Lady, isn't it, Kate?
exactly, exactly.
No, this was actually just a year ago.
God, is it only a year ago? It's mad.
In January last year.
That's crazy.
That was actually Sid that was by us telling me that he was working on several cases in Canada with implants.
Mhm.
And since he knew that I have this triangle-shaped little thing on my neck, then he said, "Why don't you buy these magnets and try it on and see if it will stick?" And I said, "Okay, I can do that." Of course, over the years, I have heard about implants, thinking that okay, maybe I have one, but been lazy and not going any further with it. But now we were buying the magnets, and I was taking it off and out of the box and placed it there, and that was stuck. Imagine that! Wow.
Now, I don't mean to. I'm laughing, but I can only imagine what you went through personally when that happened to
Yeah.
you.
And then my friend says that since your nose has been closed since you were 10 years old, okay, why don't you try it on there too?
Wow.
And there we go again. And again and again.
Now, how many in total? You said there was more that you discovered. How many in total?
I think it will be 28 or 29, I think, now.
Wow.
Have you had any doctors look at this to see if it's anything else?
If I had what?
Have you had doctors look at this to see if it's anything else?
MRIs.
MRIs.
Yeah.
No, not doctors, just x-rays.
And
No
nothing.
doctors at all?
No doctors at all. Not yet, because you can't come to your local doctor and say, "Do you know what? I think that I
Yeah.
have this and that."
Exactly.
I think they'll find the right mental jacket.
Yes.
I did.
Funny farm material. Have you got those x-rays, Kate? Or can you get those x-rays?
I have those x-rays, yeah.
Ooh.
Well, then, if you have the x-rays, if you go into your doctor, you can say, "I don't know what this is, but these things are showing up and I'd like them removed or I'd like them investigated." That's not going to make them
normal
think
doctor
that you're
can-
crazy or anything. There's something there. You have proof.
Yeah, but a normal doctor, nah, there's no
Yeah.
point. to try-
And this is the trouble that Joanne and I are having, because I'm helping Joanne with her investigation into implants as well. There is no one to replace the likes of Dr. Lear, rest his soul, because of what possibly happened to Dr. Lear. No one is willing to step into his shoes. It's like scary central. It's like no, I'm not going to go and do that and get assassinated the next day. No, thank you. There's a few. I've come up with a few names and trying to get hold of them and trying to pin them down. I've been talking to Daryl Sims quite a lot as well, because obviously he's done extensive work with people with implants.
I know him.
Yeah, and he keeps it very close to his chest. He's not a silly man. He keeps it very close to his chest. I keep trying to nag him. I keep messaging him every couple of weeks. And, give me some names. I want a UK doctor. Give me a UK doctor. He won't give me the name though, but because obviously it's a very tricky. Well, with the subject in general, of course it is, but with this in particular, it's like, no, we're not going there. And it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating because people know they've got these things and there's nothing they can do about them, and they can't move forward with them.
The UK is
But why do you need to do something about them? For me, I don't to remove them because they are symmetrical placed, so they can stay there. For me, I think that they are there for a reason and they are helping.
Yeah, for sure. What were you going to say, Larry?
I just think the UK is about 30 years behind in this
Oh, hell yeah.
subject.
Hell yeah. It's awful. It's frustrating, isn't it? Really frustrating.
Totally police state. And, the people, these things happen here, obviously. But the medical profession and, how they even depict the subject of UFOs. In Heidi,
Yeah.
Is that it's UFO spotters, it's UFO enthusiasts, and it's these same catchphrases they've used since I first got the press here. It's been silly time ever since.
Yep.
And the average doctor, they'd section you in England, I think, if you went to them.
Yeah,
Am I wrong?
sure.
And that means put you in a mental house.
Yeah, the white coats, the funny farm. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I learned my,
Mental Health Act, they would lock you down very quick because you'd actually be a threat to the state. I think, Kate, you would. So be quiet.
Oh, I've learned my lesson whenever I went to the chaplain when I was in the Army.
Yeah.
I went to him 3 days after the incident and talked to him, and oops, won't do that again.
Yeah.
That's a whole different can of worms.
Jade, you were in the system there, brother. I know what that is.
Oh yeah.
So when you're in there, you're under the UCMJ. That's even means you got nothing in your favor.
Oh, I've had to sign a 1010.
I hear you, man.
You know what I'm talking about.
Sadly, yes.
But at the same time, it did open some doors. I went to Fort Meade for a while, and
All right.
yeah, worked. Well, I told you about that. I worked at Fort Meade for a little while, and
You didn't have to say much, brother. Your eyes told me all I needed to know.
yeah, that got disbanded. Well, it's not disbanded. It got put aside, and they made a movie out of it.
I hear you. Respect.
No, I think that the best thing is to just stay away from the local doctors.
Yeah.
Now,
Just
Kate,
try to find the one that can be interested in the topic and help you out.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
this guy that was doing that was the chiropractor. He was a friend of my ex that was in UFO Norway. And he is interested in the topic. That's why we could actually come there. And he had this small place as a chiropractor, and he had a little X-ray machine. So yeah.
This is where networking is. Yeah, this is where networking and events where people can, as I was saying in my vlogs earlier, where networking and events where people can talk amongst themselves and just share. And I've got a brother that will do that for you. That is how it should work. And people are still afraid to come forward. And as I was saying again in my fabulous vlog today, I'm really proud of my vlog today. It was. Have you watched it? I'm really, really quite impressed with it, I have to say. But events like Pine Bush are superb for this because it's a daytime thing. You've got youngsters as well, and it's not sitting in front of people talking about themselves or their experiences. It's somewhere where everybody can talk about it, discuss it. meet people that maybe have had experiences or interested in the subject, and that is how the network then grows. Oh, I know someone that could do that for you, or I know someone that can help you with that, and that's how it should be. And it's there's not enough of it as far as I'm concerned. There should be a lot more, especially in the UK. The UK are just God, the UK are
dreadful,
awful.
Ancient times still.
Awful.
And Kate, you have Peter there. You're at Peter's, and Peter was with Bud many years, and Peter knows all the right people. I'm sure there's some of them are still alive that in the medical end, and knew all the deadly center of all that, and so you're in a good spot there. But over here in Europe, good Lord, I mean, it is just this.
Yeah, it's just nasty. It's nasty.
It's a Sasha Christie kind of world.
Yeah.
Is that the same way up in Norway as well? Because Norway has a lot of sightings, from what I understand.
Yeah, there is a lot of sightings, but there's not so many people that dare that come forward because there's a very small UFO community, and I think that has been even become smaller over the years. So the UFO group in Norway is very tiny.
Why do you think that is?
I think that a lot of people that was very into it before, they have been getting a little tired over the years because they are feeling that they are not getting anywhere.
Frustration.
Real quick, guys, I'm gonna have to let you go, but I am gonna make a prediction on something.
Oh,
Just a second.
I think we're gonna see something coming out of the Antarctic.
Yep.
oh yes. Oh yes, yes. On it.
But
What did I miss?
Antarctic.
I just gave the secrets to the universe.
The meaning
I
of life.
thought you can hear me. You were at the door there. That's why I kept talking.
I could hear you. We're
No,
talking about something about Nordics.
I think Antarctic. I think something's going to come out of there, but I truly think they're going to have it come out in moderation, and it's going to come out to help cover up. How do I put this?
Just
More
say
or
it as
less,
it is.
Trump.
more or less, child slavery. That's going to be. I think that's going to come out, and then they're going to break this out to try to overlaps that.
Nice.
So I
Nice
think it could be
prediction.
two big things that will be coming out. I'm not sure within the next year.
Mhm.
So
I
I'll make that statement now.
Nice.
That's what I've been concentrating on for a long time is what's going on in the Antarctic.
I've been watching it closely.
But I have to go, guys. Bill,
Jade, we'll see you. When are you coming?
I am coming Thursday night. I'm leaving out of here about 5 o'clock. I tried to get half a day Thursday. My boss said absolutely not because we got other people that are off. So I'm going to leave out of here Friday at 5 p.m. It's going to take me about 5 hours to get there. So look for me about 10:30.
Okay. You know where to go.
Yep, I know where to go. In case I meet any blondes on the way, I might be an extra minute longer.
Well, you know what? Drive safe, and then call me if anything. You have my number.
Oh, by the way, I got some good cigars. You're going to like them.
Cool. And you'll meet Kate on Saturday when she does her presentation.
Right. Oh, by the way, Kate, I would like to sit down with you for about a couple of minutes if you don't mind. Ask you some questions.
I will be in at the same table with Travis and the rest of them before,
Right.
and I will also be in the area.
Yeah, she'll be
I'll be
there.
loitering. Kate's
But
a
I
loiterer, like me.
I got a few questions I don't want to ask on the air.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, guys, you take care.
Have a
God
good
bless
night,
you all.
Jade.
Nick Jade.
Take care, Jane, man.
You too, Larry.
Jade, when Larry was here last year, and Peter, Jade was also here, and Jade had an experience when he was in the military. And just to get I'll just say this quickly because I don't want to speak for him, but he was with his buddy and they were coming back. They were heading back to the base, and they had missing time. They were driving with their heads down in a vehicle that was doing approximately 30 miles per hour, and the cops were following them. They had them practically surrounded, and he was like, "What the heck is going on?" The cops said they've been following him for quite some time, and then he realized that certain things were odd around him. He was wearing obviously he was wearing a man's watch, and he looked at the watch, and it was a 100-year-old woman's watch. He had a hole in his leg, like something was put into his leg, like some type of a projectile or object. Also, his friend describes him being taken into the woods by the last thing that he recalled, his buddy, was that he could see these tall manted looking beings taking
God,
him,
I hate those.
taking him into the woods. So Jade went through some interesting stuff. Let's just say
Weird
so.
shit.
He may want to probably talk to you about what he experienced, and he's very credible. He's a great guy, and like I said, he approached Larry, and Larry and him exchanged conversation, and you can tell that it's pretty. He's legitimate. I mean, you can tell he experienced, and you could see his leg. You could see the indentation that was left, like these like a circle with these little points, like needles, and then this one big incision in the middle. It looks odd. I'm telling you, you got to see it. He'll show it to you. You're gonna meet him, so he'll show it to you. But
Wow.
I wanted to ask you this question. Is there a pattern that these implants form on your body? Is there any discernible pattern? Or are they just like all over the place?
No, they are symmetrical placed all over.
Okay.
So have you got them on? Have you got your magnet? Show them your face ones. Do you mind? The people in the chat can't see it. Oh, damn.
Actually, I can do.
Ron can actually stick magnets to his face
Well,
too,
actually-
to his head.
Actually, I
Someone
can.
in our chat.
If Kate does that, I will share my monitor
Yeah.
screen so Skype can see it.
Oh, yeah, brilliant.
If Kate if Kate wants to do that, so I don't know if Kate wants to actually do that.
Yeah, Ron actually took a photo recently. His magnets actually hover. They don't actually stick to his face. They hover. You know, like the negative when you get the two anti-magnets against each other. They hover above.
Kate's done it.
All right.
I've seen it in real life.
Yeah, you have, haven't you, Larry? I remember your reaction in Scotland. That was hilarious. And then you did it as well. You're like, what the fuck?
Now my screen, now my face has a little bit makeup and it's oily on
All right,
this, and normally it shall be clean.
Okay, hold on. Before you do it, all right, I want to share the screen. Don't do it yet. I want
Oh
to
wait, let me
share my screen. I want
I'm
to
turning
share.
off my camera.
I want to share my screen so Skype can see it. So give me 1 second. I gotta change this up a little bit. So get 1 second, then I'll be able to do this once I blow up the screen of
She's
you.
got one on her nose, Bill, right now. Bro.
Okay, there you go. People
Shiz
on
3 on.
Yep, YouTube. You can see it right now.
Not only does it affix Kate's face, it pulls itself in, and I've felt it.
Yeah, so there's definitely a force.
It's the
Wow.
real.
I need to find the exact right spot. If not, it will fall off.
Wow.
That is not the right place. I guess that is too much fat on my face.
There's too much fat on your face. Shut up,
Wow,
woman.
look at
It's
that.
not fat, it's oily skin.
Mm.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, because a lot of people might say, "Oh, it could be just like the sweat going and making it stick or whatever," but you
No,
could
It's important when you are trying it on that your skin is not being oily
right.
and fat or makeup. It shall be clean, and you should not be too hot or too cold. You should try to be neutral as possible. Now I'm just trying to find where I have this.
she has them everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know everywhere, but
Let me see.
Still click on her
I'll see if
picture
I
to
can
get hers
find-
larger than everyone else's.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll find the video as well, Kate, of you with Sid,
Yeah.
and I'll post the link to that.
Bill, can you click on Kate's picture on
I did.
Skype?
I did.
Oh.
You'll see it in a second.
Delay.
Oh, I don't see it changing.
Wow.
on Skype.
Wow. That's incredible. That's incredible.
You wait till you see the video.
Oh, I saw.
Yeah, Ron's saying it's the same as his. I don't think he has Skype though.
can I just say,
Mhm.
I have to go to work soon. It has been a joy. Forgive my language, kids in internet land, and what a joy with all of you. And Kate, love to Peter there. I saw him in the background. God bless us.
Oh,
Yeah.
Love you
bless
all.
your heart.
Soon, I'm old, I've got to get up and go slave for my bread.
Yeah, you have a good night's sleep.
Yes.
Wow.
Good night,
You're welcome.
Larry. Thank you so much for stopping by, and God
Nice
bless you.
meeting you.
What a joy. I didn't know. And Amanda, I hope to talk to you again. Wonderful. And the
Sure.
music, that's the joy. The other thing, let it
I
go there.
sent you some requests on Skype and
Oh, well,
Facebook. I live on Facebook.
I'm Lawrence, and the good-looking one is my son next to me, and that's us. So it's a pleasure. It's indeed a pleasure. Loved everyone out there. Forgive the language. It's who I am. If you went through the last 2 years, you'd be swearing too. So it's,
Don't you ever change? Don't you ever change for anybody? You hear me?
I'll change my socks. I promise. So,
Okay, that's a good move. Yeah, we like that one. That's
Love-
acceptable.
I was getting a correction on the radio just last.
have a great
yesterday
time.
for
Yeah,
Good night, Larry.
Good night.
Radio.
All right, sweetie. Love you loads.
have a great time, y'all. Enjoy Pine Bush and all that, and love you
Yeah.
all.
Later.
Will you
Night,
make sure
Larry.
you share my vlogs? I know you're hopeless at it, but you better. You share my vlogs.
I will share them.
Thank you, darling.
Love you, doll. Love you all.
Love you.
Later, Larry, and love to your mom.
Oh, well,
Absolutely.
thanks, guys. And loved you, Amanda. What a lovely girl. And Kate, legend.
Oh.
We were just hassling her in Tino's house a few weeks ago. She's one of the gang, I can tell you. So
Oh, yeah, she is.
Love to Peter out there. I seen him. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Good night,
sweetheart.
Larry.
You doing good?
Night.
Bye,
night.
y'all.
Good night.
No,
I gotta ask you, Kate. Is there any other person in your family that's had these type of experiences as far as encounters?
my mother hasn't had any close encounters that she can recall, but she has seen them, and my grandfather has seen them. So yeah, it looks like it runs in the family.
Interesting. I don't want to get too personal, but do you have any children, and are they affected?
I have a son, and the magnet is sticking on his nose too.
Wow.
wow.
Wow. Has he said he has a friend, like he's telling you I'm mom? No?
No,
So he has no memory of any kind of encounter with anything.
no, he hasn't.
Okay. On a lighter side of this, how is it going through a metal detector? I mean, you must be.
At the airport. How long
I
were you at the
mean,
airport?
Everyone is asking me that question. You have no idea. No, metal detector is for most of the time is very quiet when I'm going there, but for one reason I don't know, they always stops me.
Yeah.
I'm feeling so guilty every time I'm coming there.
Oh my god, that's too funny.
I mean,
It's very typical.
I mean,
You're probably just being nosy.
now, on a more serious note, have you noticed anybody like governmental types or others that
Men
might
in
be
Black.
that are observing your movements or monitoring you?
No, I can't say that I have done that. I've been thrown out from Facebook several times, and I have a lot of so-called military personnel that wants to be a friend with me on Facebook. There are many of those,
Ooh. Ooh.
but I never say yes to those requests. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Now we hear there's two sides to this now, and I want to be clear. There's people that suffer through traumatic experiences. I mean, they go through a lot emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, for all the aspects. Now, what do you think these beings are here for? What do you think their agenda is? What their possible agenda is for humanity?
First, I will actually answer the thing that you said, that a lot of people are feeling it. Things are very dramatical.
Mhm.
I don't exactly know how to put it so it will be the right thing that I'm trying to say, but a lot of the things that is happening, are they actually so scary? I was thinking that, of course, if you are seeing things that you have never seen before, that is normal that you are afraid already then. But it's not necessary that the situation is actually that scary. If you maybe understand what point I'm trying to put.
No, I get that. You know, like for me, now I'm just talking about my own personal experience, because my mother has seen something in this house, a tall, translucent being.
Really? 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 Are you really going to do this when I'm already here? Really?
In the room that Heidi's in, it was walking by, it looked at my mother, and it kept on walking. But I feel drawn to something also. But when a person is going through this type of feeling, what is the best mental state to have? I mean, because I got to be honest with you, Kate. I sleep, and Heidi can tell you, there is candles here everywhere, battery time with candles. I do not sleep in the dark. And my fear is that I'm going to see something like you're describing on the side of my bed, and I want to be able to see it, not be caught by surprise. I have that fear factor. So what is the necessary mindset to have when encountering these beings?
Blank.
Curious.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, that is
Being
probably
curious.
yeah.
Okay,
That's
I'm
probably
with you.
why I'm not so scared because I don't, like I say, I do not want to see a 6-foot stick insect. It's not really turning me on the thought of that. But I think if you, it's like positive thinking, I guess. It's the same sort of thing. If you think that they're only here to harm, they're going to do something bad to you, then it's a negativity that hippy trippy that they will maybe pick up on and
I think
feed
that
on it.
too many scary movies.
Yep.
They are forming our fantasy or forming our mind. So
Yeah,
instead of look at someone that is coming to meet you and or help you maybe in some way, or of course there is bad stuff out there too. I shall not deny that. And but I think that most of the time, until the other thing is proved that they are bad or not, why don't meet anything new with the curiosity?
Because I have to tell you, and I don't know, it's difficult for me because people hear these things. I mean, they hear of all the people that have experiences and they say, wow, this sounds so out there. But I got to be honest. When I hear a person like you, and when I see what you do with the magnets and other people that I've spoken to as a host of shows and engaging, I have to say, when it comes to me, I think a lot about the dreams I have. Sometimes I sense that there is something in the room, but I just don't see it, but I feel it. I feel there's something there.
But but it doesn't need to be aliens. It can just be other kind of spirits. You must, if you look at our world as a radio station,
right, with all the frequencies.
There are different kind of frequencies. We are living in one frequency. The people who are dead are living in another frequency. The aliens can also live in a third frequency. We can't see them, but we can interact a little bit now and then. We can feel them. We can maybe hear them a little bit, but we don't see the whole picture.
Yeah, a bit like what happened to Mark, Bill, with his object that he was, or his
The dog?
being. Yes.
Yeah.
A
Stepping
bit
on
like
the
that.
dog.
Yep.
A bit like that. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Because
He thought he saw a dog that was like kind of invisible, but yet he could still see it. And he walked over to it and kind of put his foot lightly on it, and the dog took off. But it was almost as if the dog leaving pulled his foot out from under him. So that dog's actions had a physical effect on him, on his leg. So
multidimensional and quantum entanglement. I love that word. Quantum entanglement. I know.
So yeah, I think that people should start looking at the world around themselves and
differently
that are surrounded with. That we are all frequencies. We are all different kind of frequencies.
Vibrations.
It's not a big deal, but we are frequencies, and they are frequencies, and it's how you are putting up your own frequency in the way if you want to connect with them or not. I think that when you are putting up a frequency that you are terrified about them, most likely you will never meet them.
Yep, that's the thing. I got to take this fear out of my soul, my body.
That's not fair then. What's going on? Maybe I'm subconsciously terrified.
Yeah,
maybe
it could be. That's another thing. You got to really reach down within yourself. Just like she said, you have to identify your true inner self. And the thing is, like for me, I have to overcome that fear, that initial fear, the shock of seeing something like that. I think I'll be okay once I get by the initial, because it's going to be awe. It's going to be like incredulous. It's going to be like, wow. Then I wonder about my movements. I don't want to make any sudden movements, to show any kind of aggression, Maybe I'm too over preparing myself for it.
Maybe you and Heidi and certain people are already aware, and they're looking for people that maybe are skeptics, and do something like give them the ability to have magnets stick to them, or have, better hearing than should be, and things like that, as a way to say, if you guys are so willing and so open to it, they don't need to convince you. They don't need to do something crazy to prove it to you to get you talking. I don't know Travis's story, but was he into UFOs before his encounter? Like Kate, were you that it started from birth, I guess. What about your parents? Were they interested in any kind of thing? Is there any history there? Like, why? Everyone says, why was I chosen? But
I think that there always has been that kind of interest in the family all the way back.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to chosen thing, that is a bigger picture. That is it's a so much bigger picture than just they are picking me to do something.
Mm-hmm.
And that is because everything from past lives, you must see a lot of the stuff in a so much bigger picture. I know.
But do you think they picked you because you are willing to go on shows and talk about it and go to conferences and travel? Like, would they have picked someone that would have been like, if I tell anyone, they're going to lock me up and I'm not going to say anything?
As I said, the picture is so much bigger. For me, I know a lot of my past lives, and I know that in my past lives my work or my purpose has been to change societies, to try to change consciousness in people and so on. And of course, I had to lose my life a lot of times too because of that job. And that's what I'm supposed to do this time too.
Yeah, maybe that ties in with what you're saying about the fear thing and what Amanda said. And I have been told this actually by starseeds, whatever name you want to call them, quantities, that what I do, as in connect people and what I do, my thing, that is what my goal was, my mission was. I hate using the hippie trippy word, but that is, I am doing what they want me to do without me even knowing it. I've reached a stage that they're happy with me doing what I'm doing. I'm spreading the word, I'm sharing stuff, I'm bringing people together, I'm raising awareness. Yeah, so therefore they don't need to present themselves.
But still, you are still putting all of that they want me to do.
Yeah.
It's not working that way. You have a thing to say yourself. You have your own soul, you have your own mission through all the lives, and you can interact and work together with them. But there's not they that are controlling you and saying that you are going to do this and you're going to do that.
Yeah.
So you must look at the thing in a much bigger picture. And for me, I have experiencing it all my life, and my life had just been preparing for this.
Right.
I gotta tell you, I am so looking forward to meeting Kate. I'm so impressed by her demeanor and how she's handled herself with everything that she's undergone. And you know what? I mentioned this when she was on the show, actually twice when we had her on different shows. But I think it's going to be incredible that she's going to be able to present herself and do this in front of people. Because Pine Bush, and Peter can tell you this.
What spot?
Peter can tell you, Ket. It's really Ket, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, me too. I did it on the air.
I remember reading that in chat, and I forgot all about it.
I have to correct myself. It's Ket. Yes.
Ket.
Peter probably told you what the experience is going to be like in Pine Bush, Ket. And it's a lot of fun. You're going to see a lot of people. There's going to be thousands of people there. You're going to see them dressing up in the costumes. They really get involved because Pine Bush has a history. But at the same time, on a serious note, there is a lot of people who say they have had experiences, abductions, etc. So when you speak, I'm sure there's a lot of people that you're going to reach out to. You are setting an example for others. You know what I mean? People like you. We actually need more people, I believe, like you that are so down to earth, and so you're so in control. You know what's going on. You have that positive vibe, and I think it's going to come across when you do the presentation, and you're going to see how people are going to draw to you, because there's going to be a lot of people in that one is going to say like, wow, what she just said. You're going to affect a lot of people. That's what I'm just basically what I'm trying to say. I believe. And you know what? This could be the beginning of something very important, significant, and maybe that's part of your role as well.
Yeah.
I know that is.
Yep.
So
this is your first presentation, isn't it?
Here in the US, it is.
Yay.
So it will be fun.
It is.
Of course it will. You know it will be.
You're going to be
the last few days I have been fighting with Photoshop and all this stuff, and I'm working on a poster, and I'm working on the cover, the book cover.
Oh, nice.
That's
I'm not sure that this will be the final one for the book cover, but what do you think?
Your picture's not, your camera's
Oh,
gone off.
Wow.
God, that's awesome.
Oh.
My
put
God.
It a little more, yeah.
I got
Oh, wow.
Wait, Ma!
You did that?
Oh,
You
yeah.
did that on Photoshop?
Oh, my
wow.
God.
I did that on Photoshop, yeah.
You did. Wow.
My mother.
That's fantastic.
My
And
mother's
is
going to
that-
freak out.
What you've seen? That's
Yeah,
what you've drawn from memory?
No, this is very much the same that I have seen, yes. But this is a figure that I was actually holding around in the conference in Oslo in 2000.
Oh,
So-
wow.
I just took myself away from it and put up the galaxy and
It's brilliant.
That's awesome.
It's amazing. That's incredible. Oh, Bill, you should have put that on your stream.
You know what, though? My mom, if she sees that, she's going to
I
freak out.
was going to say that looks just like what she was describing.
That's exactly what my mother describes, Kat. What you have in that picture, my mother describes exactly what you just showed. That gave me the chills.
Yeah, it did me actually as well.
Oh,
Because
my.
she was describing it yesterday, and it's pretty much exactly what she was describing. Because where were we when we saw this? I can't remember where we were. Where were we? No idea. Anyway, she showed. There was a picture somewhere, and she said that is almost exactly what. Oh, it was a video, wasn't it? We were on the videos.
Yes.
And it was down the side of YouTube, and someone had a being just like that, and she's like, that is what I see.
Kat, when is the book going to be released? Do you have a rough timetable?
I'm trying my best to make it done by September. So I will present it in Holmford.
Excellent. And like I said, she's going to be there along with Peter Robbins. Peter's going to be speaking about Bud Hopkins. Of course, Travis Walton will be there, and he'll be speaking about his own experience, as well as our good friend Mark D'Antonio. And I think he's going to be speaking about exoplanets. I'm not sure exactly. Don't quote me on that. But Mark will be there. And have you ever met Mark D'Antonio, Kat?
No.
Oh,
You'll love him.
He's great. He's awesome. And
He just finished an interview that I could not find anywhere.
did he?
More details to follow. And
Okay.
he's on an interview tomorrow night as well. And I can't remember the details. I'm sorry. It's been a very stressful few days for me, so I don't remember anything.
And what we're gonna do, I know you probably can't make it though. After we leave Pine Bush, Mark D'Antonio's coming to stay at my home, and we're gonna do a live, hopefully, because I'm getting nervous. Oh, okay, he's all right. We're gonna have a live Skywatch with the guys who do moon streams. They're bringing all their telescopes, and we're gonna have a great thing going on here. So just so you know, you're always welcome here. We're gonna have a lot of people here. It's gonna be like a party. We're gonna be outside with a fire pit and chairs, and it's gonna be live streamed. And Mark is gonna do his astronomy thing, and the guys are gonna do their moon thing, and it's gonna be awesome. But you will be there Friday night for the showing of the Travis Walton movie, correct?
Yeah, it will be shown first on Friday, wasn't it?
Yes.
And it will also be shown here in Ithaca
Yes,
on
Peters.
on the Sunday.
Yes. So we're gonna definitely see you on Friday, because I'm going to assist Jennifer Stein with some camera work. So I'm definitely gonna be there. You're gonna see the whole crew. We're all coming. We're all coming. It's gonna be a caravan of us. So I'm sure everybody. I know Heidi's looking forward, and all my company's looking forward to it. So, And you are such a sweet person, and I've known you now for a couple of years, and it's always an honor to speak with you. And like I said, I really cannot wait. Now, I need permission from something from you. I want to stream this live on YouTube when you do your presentation at Pine Bush. Is that okay?
Do I have to answer it right now?
No, you don't.
There might be legalities involved, so you can't guarantee anything.
Well, I don't monetize my channel. I just would love for people to see your presentation in Pine Bush and do it live on YouTube, on my phone, on my channel.
No.
What do you mean, no?
I want to record it and put it on my channel.
Oh my God. Oh my
I'm
God.
joking. I don't care.
No,
I'm joking.
Kat, that's totally up to you. I mean, so people could see your presentation. Or if you want, we can do it another way where we can record it like Heidi's saying, and then we can give you a copy and you upload it to your channel. You have a YouTube channel, correct?
Yeah, I have.
So maybe we can do that. We can record it and we'll send it to you via Skype. We'll send it to your Skype, and then you upload it and you do your thing with it.
Yeah.
Put it on your channel.
Do you already have someone streaming for your channel?
No.
No,
No?
but
Really?
we'll
Oh.
do it.
I haven't been that active on YouTube yet, but I'm starting to be. I have a little bit plan of going on kind of radio thing and podcast and direct
Cool.
TV communication on YouTube and different kind of stuff.
All
Yeah,
right. Do
you
you
know
think
what?
you're going to do your own podcast?
Yeah,
Like
I
just
think so.
yourself sharing things? Nice.
You know what? We'll
But,
talk. We'll talk more when we meet on Friday because we'll work out logistics. If you want us to actually record it for you on video, like your presentation, and then
Different angles. And we could do different angles and someone could hash it together, like the professional ones, you know, when you've got like the screen being shown and the audience occasionally and stuff like that. We could all do it. That would be really good, actually.
yeah,
Actually, we could do that with all of them, actually. If we could get someone to hash them together, that'd be a really good idea.
well, all you got to do is you're right. I mean, if it's done like that way, but Kat, just know this: what we're trying to say is we're here to assist you. If you need,
Thank you very much for that.
that's basically what we're saying. You know, it's not about us; it's about you guys. And you can ask Peter. He knows me. He's been to my home. He stayed here last year. He knows. I always try to help others, and that's why I'm going to see the movie because I already seen the movie. I saw it last year when Peter was there, and
So have I. I had 20 in my lounge.
I'm really going there to help Jennifer. But it's also going to be great to see all of you I'm going to see you for the first time, and I'll see Peter again, and it's always great to see Peter because
That is the fun of it, though, isn't it? These things, everybody getting together, and it's just a lovely
Kat,
atmosphere.
I told Larry before, I love both of them. I love Peter and I love Larry, and it will always be that way. And I have such admiration and respect for Peter, and he's such a great person, a gentle.
I don't know him well, but the few interactions I've had, he has been so far and beyond kind and just a gentleman and so nice and considerate and helpful.
Yep.
Yeah.
And especially when you say you meet him and he's sometimes when this is going to happen in Pine Bush, by the way, too. Pine Bush is going to probably set up tables during the conference outside, in an area where the people that are speaking will be able to sell their books and everything else. So Peter engages with the people. He's so sociable. He'll take pictures. He'll sign autographs. He'll talk to you. And that's what I love. He's so personable. He's such a good person. So it's always a great thing to meet these people, really, I have to say. I'm really looking forward to it.
Totally.
So
I was just finding out for a few days ago that, he and Travis and all of the other, they have already books and posters and everything. And I was thinking, oh, shit, I don't have anything. So, I'm just making up a poster. And there will also be the address for the website and and a little commercial from a book and everything. So I will have I will be selling some posters. That's it.
Good girl.
oh well, we need.
Good girl.
Are we gonna have autograph posters?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the first thing I'm gonna do. Anyway.
Oh, by the way, talking about autograph posters, I finally got my Travis Walt one in Watford. Even though I was sitting, this is just so one of those surreal ones. I was sitting in the Indian restaurant at the end of the conference on the Sunday night. He was signing the posters, and I was handing him the posters. He was signing them, and then I was waving them to get them to dry, and I didn't pick one up. And I've only just picked it up from Gary like 2 weekends ago. It's crazy. Crazy.
I believe. Oh my God, is that the teapot? That's your...
it's a kettle.
Go
it's
get
a
it.
Kettle whistling.
Yeah, I can hear it from here. It's in the other room. They're in the other room. I'm in the living room. Heidi's in the dining room in my house, and I can still hear it from here. But actually, someone wants to say hello to you, and it's a friend of ours. Sherry, say hello. I see what you wrote about Kat.
Oh. Hi, Kat. I've seen you here on Bill's channel. You are really an interesting and beautiful woman.
Thank you.
I really enjoy listening to you. Thanks, Bill.
Hi, Sherry.
Yeah, hi, Amanda. I'm just sitting here quietly.
Yeah, she's.
I know. I saw you. I saw you.
Well, Kate. I mean, see, I did it again. Kat.
Yeah.
Kat, you. I mean, I don't want to keep you. I know you got things to do. We'll see you Friday night, and this is in Middletown, New York, where they're going to show the Travis Walton movie first. It's at the Hilton in Middletown, New York. If anybody wants further information in chat or whatever, I can give it to you. Also, Ket will be there Saturday for the Pine Bush UFO Fair. She'll be during the day sitting in under a tent with tables with Travis, Mark D'Antonio, Peter Robbins, and herself. And I'm sure we'll be lurking around as well. We're definitely going to be lurking around. And then afterwards, the Pine Bush UFO Fair starts at 10 a.m. with a parade. There'll be vendors. There'll be music. There'll be these great presenters sitting in there under the tent, getting out of the sun, and doing what they do on the tables where people can engage with them, get Ket's posters autographed, and maybe Peter will bring some of his books, and Mark D'Antonio and Travis Walton, of course, the DVDs. So people, if you can get out there, it's going to be great. Thousands of people go. Then at 5 p.m., that's where we all go to the Veterans Hall, 2 blocks away, where Mark D'Antonio will start off, followed by Peter Robbins, and then Kat will be speaking, and then closing out will be Travis Walton. So if anybody is interested, it's Pine Bush, New York. You'll love it. It's a great experience. So, Kat, I'm going to let you run. I know you got things to do. It has always been a pleasure, and really love speaking with you. And good luck with your artistic work and getting your work done, and really looking forward to seeing you on Friday.
Yeah, talking with you then. Okay.
See you, bud.
Tell Peter that we say hello.
I will.
Yeah, tell him hi.
Good night, Kat.
Okay.
Nice, sweetie.
Good night. Isn't she so sweet?
She is. She's
cannot.
lovely.
I cannot wait to meet her.
Yeah, you'll fall in love with her. Everybody falls in love with her. Yeah. Everybody falls in love with her. Trust me.
Because she's so nice. You know, she's a nice person.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, I'm very interested. You can get into some really interesting chats with her as well. Yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm hoping. My friend, he's bringing 2 guitars. He's bringing 2 acoustic guitars here.
Oh, you and Travis are going to be like, hey, bye, see you later.
Yeah.
No one's going to get anywhere near you guys.
He's going to bring a acoustic guitar for Travis, because I told him you both could be outside.
He'll be in heaven, mate. He'll be in heaven. That's what he lives for. He loves it.
So
he absolutely loves it.
YouTube, I may do a